our rhythm a little bit offensively in the second quarter. And at that point, I mean, you knew they were going to come storming back. I mean, they have a really good program. The players are highly invested. They have a great coaching staff. They're going to win a bunch of games, and they've got confidence. And so, you knew they were going to make a run, and I thought, they started to do it in the second quarter. You could feel the momentum kind of start to slip away from us, and they had it for a while. And I thought, the third quarter was big for us. We came out and ran the ball better in the third quarter, and I think warmed down a little bit. And I think the key for us right now is just being able to play so many different guys. So, look, the rivalry thing, I mean, look, the way I look at it, we have 12 rivals. And beating North Texas is a big deal. I'm not trying to take anything away from that. I mean, they have a really good team. They've won 8 or 9 games, I think, the last 3 years. Have played for conference championships. And we've beat 2 teams. You go and look at Arkansas State's done the same thing. I think they've won the Sun Belt 2 out of the last 3 years. And so we've beat, 2 good football teams that have won a lot of ball games and played for championships. And we're getting better. There's still moments where we're not very good, but for the most part, we were a pretty decent football team tonight.
The fact that last year was a double-digit loss, here it's a double-digit win, that says a lot about how far your program's come, doesn't it?
Oh, I mean, it does. I mean, there's so many factors that go into that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I think it's hard to look at it that way. I mean, we're getting better, and it's like I told the guys afterwards. We got to. We're 2-0, and we got to remember why we're 2-0, and don't think all of a sudden we have anything figured out, because we certainly don't. We're just trying to get better and play better next week.
What did you think of Shane?
Thought he played really well. Yeah, I mean, I think he's a good football player. He made some throws in the first half. He threw a corner out to James. It was about as good a throw as you could make. He was pressured. He got the ball off. He doesn't take sacks. He's just really a smart football player, and he's a really good football player. I mean, he can throw the ball. He's got great demeanor. He's calm. He makes good decisions. He doesn't force balls. Just all the stuff you want as a quarterback. And, and it's pretty amazing. I mean, he didn't go through spring ball. He's just, I think he's going to get better and better all the time. And, he just needs to keep coming and keep improving.
How important was it to start fast this week?
Well, I think it was for sure, just because, I think North Texas is a good football team, and they're a team that when they have momentum, it can be really difficult to deal with. And I think, and we saw that last year. They just overwhelmed us early in that ball game. And so, it was important for us to execute and get off to a good start, and we put a good drive together. And, you look up and you're up 21-0, and I knew it wasn't going to stay that way. There was none of us that didn't think it was going to be a really competitive football game. Those guys are too good and play too hard for that to happen. So, we just had to keep grinding, and the guys did.
Xavier Jones now has 6 rushing touchdowns in 2 games. Other than health, what differences do you see in him?
Well, I mean, I think he understands the offense better. I think he's comfortable with it. At this point last year, we're still trying to convince our players that the plays that we call work. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we're still trying to convince them that, look, that this is how you run power and this is how you block it. It might not have been how you did it before, but it's actually going to work if you keep doing it that way. And, and so there's a little bit of that goes on your first year. And so we dealt with some of that, and we're not dealing with that now. I think the guys do what we ask them to do, and they're willing, and they're playing hard, and they're playing with some confidence. And, we'll kind of see where that takes us.
The Dallas jerseys, those were new. I mean, what kind of?
Yeah, I mean, I think it kind of goes along with our theme, is trying to brand ourselves as Dallas's football team. That's what we want to be. I mean, we're in Dallas, and it's important to get everybody involved in SMU football, and we've said it over and over again. I mean, you don't have to go to SMU. We can be your second favorite team. You can go watch, Texas and LSU this week, but come to our game next week. Or go watch, instead of going to Texas Tech, come watch us. Or whatever. And so, that's what we need to do. We need to do that to be able to grow our program and build it the way we want to. And
Xavier Jones really stepped up in the third quarter. How important was that for you guys?
It was big. Yeah, we didn't run the ball particularly well the first half, and so we felt like that we could stay with it, and we made a couple of adjustments at halftime. I think that really helped us. And we just kind of needed to stay with it. We just felt like we were close in the first half to popping a couple. And what happens is the defense starts to wear down, they get about a half step slow. And, you keep grinding, and all of a sudden, instead of getting tackled for a 6-yard gain, now he slips a tackle and he goes for, 51 or whatever it was. And so that's why you got to just stay with the run game. And sometimes we run it and, it's like you're banging your head against the wall and you're going, why are they doing this? We're getting 2 or 3 yards at a time. But what we're trying to do is stay out of 3rd and long, and we feel like we can execute well enough where if we get into 3rd downs and they're not real long yardage, that we have a chance to, to execute and to be able to convert first down.
How much did you and your teammates talk about last year in the days leading up to tonight?
I feel like that was like a big discussion, like going through the summer workouts and going into fall camp. Just having that bad taste in our mouth, like Dim said. We didn't play our best ball last year, and that being Coach Dykes' first year, we didn't want to start the year off like that. So just getting them back tonight is just a big step in our program, and we just want to be 1-0 every day.
Xavier, what kind of impact has Shane made on the offensive side?
Shane made a big impact because he's such a great leader, and he got control of the guys so fast. Like him just being here during the summer, and he was voted captain. That shows a lot. Like he gets people to rally around him, and just his character and like his leadership is great. So he has our offense rolling right now.
And to get 5 sacks on Mason Fine, I know that a lot of people talk really highly of him. Is that does that give you some kind of pleasure for?
Yeah, man, Mason Fine, he's really one of the best quarterbacks in the country, and man, to kind of tame him was big for our defense. That's something that we been emphasizing since we knew we was gonna play him, because we knew like I said, he was a guy who's a veteran guy who could make plays out of anything. But we knew that we was gonna have to really kind of get him before everything else, and so I think we did a good job as a defense. And that goes to our coaches, coaching us very well. So that was really big today.
How important was it for both sides of the ball to get off to very quick starts, as far as the 3 straight scores offensively, and then defense being able to limit Mason Fine in the offense?
Well, I can speak on the offense. Coming into this game, our game plan was we feel like we had to out-physical them guys and run the ball early, and I feel like we established the run early, so that opened our passing game up a lot. And one of the biggest things we've been talking about all through the summer and through camp is just being consistent. So just coming out to a good start. Looking at last week, we didn't come out so hot, so just coming out to a good start right now and giving our defense a chance really put us advantage.